Hello, friends. It is a rainy day, and I have my library book sale haul for you. So let's see what I got. Hello, book friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's Alyssa. Hello if you are new. I recently posted my birthday vlog, and I really hope you watch that because I'm really proud of that vlog. I put a lot of effort into that, and it's something that I'm very proud of. But anyway, during that vlog, you will have seen that I randomly stumbled upon a library book sale while we were in Massachusetts for one of the legs of our birthday vacation extravaganza. And it was one of those ones where you get a bag and you pay like a certain amount per bag. And so for $10, I got all these books, and I'm going to show them to you. I love a good library book sale. So yeah, I don't know a ton about all of these. A lot of these were just like, I've seen the book around. I've been wanting to sort of pick them up and read them, but I was never going to like pay full price. So paying what I think effectively becomes like 30 cents or something like that per book, I'll do that. So we'll just start at the top, go through. This should be hopefully very quick. I want this to just be like a quick little like show and tell kind of haul. Yeah, haven't done one of these in a while. So we'll start at the top with Alexander Maxick, Shelter in Place. This just sounded like a great like American kind of novel, sort of survivalist, maybe having like some Jack London vibes. Not sure, but I think this is about a man in the Pacific Northwest and some things happen. So it says, this sings of modern America's battered soul and of the lacerating emotions that make us human. Sounded interesting. Always love a good Europa edition. I see this around, and I don't know why this is like a common book title either, but I have the 7 or 8 Deaths of Stella Fortuna. I've seen this around a bunch, and I think it's just kind of like a thrillery, a sweeping family saga, that follows 100 years of a family's secrets from Italy to America. Interesting. Definitely not the kind of book that I want to pay full price for, so this was perfect. I will read this, and if I don't like it, I can always pass it on and put it on Pango, whatever. I also found Monica Ollie's In the Kitchen. She was shortlisted for the Man Booker for Brick Lane, which I guess is not easy to read, but this, I figured I'd give this one a try. In the Kitchen. It's about a kitchen. So basically it's about a chef in a hotel, and a body is found in the hotel. I'm here for it. Murder, food, whatever. I also picked up Grist Mill Road by Christopher J. Yates, who wrote Black Chalk, which I still have not gotten to, but I'm going to get to. It's going to happen. Before the end of this year, I will hope to have read that. This is his other book, and I'm hoping it will be good and be just as good as I'm hoping Black Chalk is going to be. I have a lot of hopes for both of these books. But since I saw it and it was available and I've never heard anything about it, I figured I would just grab it. Because again, it's like 30 or 40 cents. I can't remember. Same with Agnes at the End of the World. I feel like some of my friends really liked this YA fantasy, and so I thought I'd pick it up and give it a try. I don't read a lot of YA fantasy, but I heard good things from people who also don't read a lot of YA fantasy, so I thought, what the hey. This poetry collection I'm super excited about. This is October Morning by Leslie Newman, and this is a collection of poems that was written around the death of Matthew Shepard, and it's just, they're all poems about that event and the fallout from the event, and I think this is going to be moving and powerful and wonderful, and I'm very excited to get into this. I also picked up Rachel Cusk's The Bradshaw Variations. Not sure what this is. Never heard of it before. I do know who Rachel Cusk is, and I've definitely read at least one Rachel Cusk. I think I read Second Place. So I figured I would try this. You know, I have it now, so I might as well. This says, The Bradshaw Variations reveals how our choices, our loves, and the family life we build will always be an echo, a variation of a theme played out in our own childhood. This masterful and often shockingly funny novel is Cusk's, it's hard to say, 7th, showing a prize-winning writer at the height of her powers. So it should be interesting. If anyone's read that, tell me what you think about it. I also picked up Sawkill Girls because I've always wanted to read this, and I've heard so many mixed things about how it ends, and that turned me off from like buying it or anything like that. So I figured I would just grab it for cheap. And if I don't like the ending, then fine. That's fine. This is solely a pickup because of the cover, and then I read the inner flap and I was like, all right, okay. And this is Putney by Safka Zinovev. Said that wrong. So this is the story of a woman, a girl, and this inappropriate relationship she has with an older man, and then her reflecting on it later in life. And I'm super excited to read this. I don't know why that's a theme that I gravitate towards. We should probably look into that in therapy, but I'm really curious about this book. And if you've read this, please let me know. Because my podcast co-host, Naomi, is absolutely obsessed with this book and is constantly like, you're not going to like this book, but I love it. I picked this up because I saw it, and that's The Wanderers by Chuck Wendig. And this, why is this so big? I did read one Chuck Wendig recently, and if I can think about it, I'll put a cover up somewhere. But I did read one, and I did like that book. This is his magnum opus story about survival that's not just about you and me, but all of us together. I think this is like zombies. I don't know. And I think it has a sequel. I picked up a copy of The Seep, which is a wonderful sci-fi novel. If you've never read this, please pick this up and read it. It is so good. And actually, now that I'm thinking about this, we're doing a podcast episode about amazing books under 200 pages, and I think this just meets the brief. So I might add this to my list. I also picked up The Secret Life of Church Ladies, which is phenomenal as well. And I really hope that you all get this, because if you've never read this collection of short stories, please do. They are phenomenal. They are funny. They are heartfelt. They're so good. They are just so good. Please read them. I also picked up More Mama by Kit Reed. More Mama. This sounded creepy. There's like a random house and somebody like living in the basement. I'm not really sure, but it just sounded weird. It said something about the house isn't right. Things happen to the men and boys living there. There are forces at work, one of which visits Theo each night. More mama. One mama, too many. Just sounds creepy. This I picked up because I really liked the author's first book, or first book that I read of theirs. And so Mark Haddon wrote The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and I love that book. And so I saw this, The Porpoise, and I'm very curious, like, why does it have sort of ancient Greek themes? What's going on? What is this book? I also thought maybe Jesus would like this. As much as Hayden plays with myth and meaning, his themes speak deeply to the current moment. As profound as it is entertaining, The Porpoise is a major literary achievement by an author whose myriad talents are on full and vivid display. This is a novel about the theft of female agency by rapturous men and the ways in which archetypal stories can warp history and the present. Definitely sounds interesting. Curious. I need more time to read all the books. I picked up Bright Wheat Burn by Kirsten White because I have been trying to collect this series for a long time. I've been thrifting it for a while, and the only thing I don't have is Anti-Darken, which is the first book in this trilogy, and I really need to thrift that. And then once I thrift that, I will read it all because I've heard so many good things about this trilogy. Again, it's YA, but I've heard so many good things about it. Like, people who don't really read YA really like it, so I've got high hopes. I found a copy of Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. I have been reading the Red Rising series with Roger from Rogers Reads. We are on book 3 this coming month. I will get to this at some point, but I figured save myself the trouble because apparently I have all of these in hardback, so there's a hardback for 50 cents. This is the novel I've had on my list for a very long time to read and to find, and I finally did, and that's The Quick by Lauren Owen. And I found this like in a random corner at the library book sale, so I didn't really... it was hard for me to find, it was just like in a random corner, like it was waiting for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's an astonishing debut of epic scope and suspense that conjures up all the magic and menace of Victorian London. She creates a fantastical world that is both beguiling and terrifying. The Quick will establish her as one of fiction's most dazzling talents. People are vanishing. There's like murders, I think. Just sounds really good. Also, like, I don't know what it is about that cover. I just like it. I picked up 2 Jackie Collins books for Naomi, but she has both of these. So these are going on my Pango. So if anybody likes Jackie Collins and would like hardbacks of these series, please check out my Pango because these will be there eventually. I picked up The Last Romantics by Tara Conklin because, again, this is like a thrillery kind of thing that I wanted to try, and I don't want to spend all the money for because I know I'm not going to keep it. Even if I like it, I'm probably not going to keep the book. So I spent like 30-40 cents on it. We're good. It can go if it needs to. A sweeping yet intimate epic about one American family. It's an unforgettable exploration of the ties that bind us together, the responsibilities we embrace and duties we reset, and how we can lose and sometime rescue the ones we love. A novel that pierces the heart and lingers in the mind, and is also a beautiful meditation on the power of stories and how they guide us through difficult times, help us understand the past, and point the way towards our future. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. I don't know why I always thought this was a thriller. Contemporary fiction? I don't know. Definitely not something I was going to pay full price for. I picked up House Trelawney, which is something I've always had my eye on, and I thought it was really funny because I feel like I said this in my TBR video for October and for fall, and here I am at a library book sale and I find this. So I did read High Time. I did enjoy High Time, and I think High Time does follow on the backs of this, so I'm very curious to get into the House Trelawney because I think that this is going to give me more background on all the characters I met in High Time. I think that we're going to get a lot more information about the people that make up this family that I was missing from High Time. And I think you can read High Time and be okay without reading this, but I have a feeling that reading this will make High Time more enjoyable. So psyched to finally have this. Pile is like coming up to the camera. And then finally, this is a book I've had on my eye on for a really long time. I know that Books and Bow really loves it. I think that like Ruby Granger really loves it. I think a lot of people really love it. And that is Little by Edward Carey. And I'm very psyched to get into this and to see what the fuss is all about, or the fuzz if you're Jesus. All I know is that it has like weird drawings in it. I think it's gonna be like a little bit creepy. And I'm like all for a creepy read. So I am super, super psyched to finally have this and to get to this and to read it. The warm, wry, unforgettable tale of an ambitious orphan in revolutionary Paris befriended by royalty and radicals who transforms herself into the legendary Madame Tussaud. Tussaud? I don't know. I don't speak French. Little. Very excited for that one. So that's everything that I got for $10. And I think that I did very well. And I'm very excited for all of these. And I would love to know if you've read any of these. Tell me what you think. Do you also like library book sales? I love a good library book sale. How do you feel about like used books? Do you take these plastics off of your books? This is my other like big question. So if you buy like these withdrawn books, do you take the covers off? Do you take these plastics off, or do you leave them on? What do you do? What do you do when you buy books like this? You let me know. Let me know down below. That's it. That's the haul. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video, whatever it may be, because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. Bye.
So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think